Hey, this is John with GoWesty, and this is the installation video for the Vano-Swing-Arm. We'll begin by mocking up the hinge plate to the outer corner of the bumper. You want to mark the location of the 3 mounting holes onto the bumper. Here I use a silver Sharpie. It has the best visibility on the black bumper. Once all 3 of the holes are marked, remove the hinge plate and use a sharp punch to create an indent. This will keep the drill bit from walking out or slipping from your mark. Once all 3 of your holes are marked, I use a 1/4-inch drill bit to drill the pilot holes into the bumper. Once the pilot holes are in, finish drilling them out to 13-30 seconds. Clean off any excess metal or debris and then go ahead and set the hinge plate back on the bumper. Now grab the 3 10x35mm bolts, 3 nylock nuts, and 6 of the washers. Whenever you're using stainless steel hardware, you always want to use a little bit of anti-seize on the threads to prevent any galling. This is included in your kit. Once the hinge plate is set in position on the bumper, I insert all of the bolts to keep the hinge plate stationary and then pass the washer and nut for each bolt to the back side of the bumper and thread them on by hand. Go ahead and torque the fasteners to roughly 25 to 30 foot-pounds. Next, you're going to place the white uhmw washers on the top side of each ear on the hinge plate. The swing arm has a protruding stop edge on one side. You want to make sure that this is facing outboard when the arm is being mounted. Align the arm to the hinge plate and slide the pivot shaft through the ears until it's flush on the top. Get the 10x135mm bolt and a washer and apply anti-seize to the threads of it. Go ahead and drop the bolt down through the pivot shaft. Slip on a washer and a nylock nut. Torque these down to where they are snug, but still allow the arm to move freely. Now we'll grab the upright mounting bar and all of the necessary hardware. Mock the upright and the latch bracket to the arm with the tabs facing inward. Loosely bolt this assembly to the end of the arm, and remember to apply anti-seize to all of the bolt threads. Fasten the black plastic screw and acorn nut, screw head on top, into the hole in the end of the lower tab. Close the swing away and adjust the end assembly so that it just rests on the top of the bumper. Torque the fasteners to roughly 15 to 20 foot-pounds. Now grab the latch assembly, 2 5mm machine screws, and 2 nylock nuts, and fasten the latch onto the top tab of the latch bracket. The latch is most likely going to need adjustment. Just loosen the jam nut and back the hook out to its necessary length. Once you've got it adjusted to proper length, tighten the jam nut back down. We'll start by inserting one of the ball studs and a washer into the arm. Next, go ahead and open the swing away and mock up the strut. Snap the end of the strut onto the installed ball stud in the arm. Fully open the arm, mark the bumper where the strut end sits. Create an indent with a punch and make a 5/16 inch hole in the bumper for a ball stud. Using a nylock nut and washer, fasten the ball stud into the bumper, snap the strut on, and test the swing away for proper function.